Welcome back everyone to another technical analysis, and today we're taking a look at Solana coin. Now basically we've been in the sideways channel since or after this huge upside movement which started in 2023, going back way in time, but want to give you a quick overview. So we had this huge upside movement. Since then we've been basically trading in some sort of sideways channel where right now we've been seeing a rejection happening and price sitting just slightly inside or near the EMAs. Now there's two possible things or game plans that we might be seeing from here. One is if we see that sellers overtake the lower lows here on the smaller time frames, then of course a steep movement to lower zones towards this $121 mark area. And the second game plan would be if we see that buyers, where is it? If we see the buyers overtake fully this area here, which is 100 EMA above, so breakouts, retest, and then an upward movement to the upper zones. Basically similar movement to this one here. So we had also reached a local top here, then dipped to EMAs, had some kind of struggle, then we had breakout, retest, pretty deep one though, yet another breakout, and then an upside movement. So two ways that from here on we might be seeing the price to play out, and basically that's it. So going to keep those two lines here. Let's take the trend area, going to put it at here, and this one here. So that was slightly lower in this region. So now let's go to the 1 hour time frame to get a better understanding of the situation right now. So we had this dip, of course, then pretty decent recovery which filled most of the zones, although we didn't fill this candle zone here, which is the major zone as of now on the many altcoins. Actually, this candle area, I think if you've been looking at all the other altcoins, you have seen this first major like crash down candle which left a lot of fair value gap areas, and not only fair value gap areas, overall the gap is unfilled. So game plan still remains the same. Here I would actually narrow it down slightly here. So if we see the breakout structure form here for the bullish game plan, which means let's take the path. So maybe some kind of movement here, breakout, retest, bam. Now, if you've been looking at our videos previously as well, I think you know the game plan. So basically, give me these dots here. So this would be the first entry, let's say 1%. Then this would be the second entry. Can't say really, my bad. Why did I even point it out? This would be the second entry. So first is breakout. As soon as we have breakout, the second entry would be if we see the retest, so retest area, and the third entry would be here once we see another breakout structure area. I don't know why I said that this would be the second entry. You can't like. Anyways, first entry, second entry, third entry. Divide yourself either 1%, 2%, 1% or 1%, 1%, 1% or 0.5, 0.5, 0.5. But anyways, those 3 points would be our point of interest as of now. Now, if we see the break here and we just go into the upside movement, for example, like we had here. So we had the breakout. We didn't have any kind of retest, and we would just be left with one entry, and that's about it. But if we would see some kind of movement like from here, so we had the first breakout, if we would be an early guy, we had the breakout, first entry, retest, second entry, and here would be the third entry, and then basically this is pretty choppy one, but stop loss would have been somewhere in this region. So the same game plan will be waiting for us here, so just wait out. If sellers overtake this area, so 145, $175 mark area, then we would be looking for some kind of downside movement. But as of now, we are more on the bullish side. And let's say if we go here, we go to this area here, and stop loss would be most probably here. So risk reward ratio is pretty decent. The first target would be, of course, this unfilled gap. The second target would be somewhere in this region, $230, and then $245. So, anyways, right now all we can do is just wait out, and as soon as we get the confirmations, this is basically the game plan that we will be looking for on the Solana coin. So that's it for today. As always, if you like this video, feel free to leave a like and comment, and I will catch you in the next video.